Okay, Randall M Rueff here. Again, today's Monday, February the 10th, 2014 AD. In my previous two videos, I talked about spending the money to buy the lottery tickets, $2. And the $2 bill that I had in my stamp collection, just buy them in the hopes of being able to get some money so I can do some things in my life. Second video, or the one before this, I talked about the actual tickets, their numbers, etc., etc. In this video, I'm going to talk about what I did differently that I normally don't do, and that, I mean, it's no big deal, but it's a video, I'm talking. If you're listening, cool. I mean, normally, I come over to this drawer, and I take, this stamp right here, which has my, I don't know how good you can see that, but has my name and address on it, okay, and I use that, okay. Now, this time, on both of my tickets, just to basically to liven it up a little bit, I just wrote in my name and address on both of them. Randall M Rueff, both well, I'll do it this way. Maybe I'll do it this way. Anyway, there it is. Let's see if I can. I don't know if you're going to read that or not. But anyway, it's Randall M Rueff, Post Office Box 412, Tazewell, Indiana, 47280. And you can probably see my phone number, which I'm not sure I want you to see. But anyway, there it is. Name and address on both of them. Twice on this one, 3 times on that one. So I did that, and I guess we're just going to have to wait and see if I win. I'm hoping I do. That'd be awesome. I've got lots of ideas, but no money. Things I want to do, things I need to do, I think, or I feel like I should do. There's things I want to do, and there's things I feel like I should do, and I can't do it without any money. So I need the resources to do it. So there it is. That's me in a nutshell. Broke as the, I don't know how an example of I'm broke. Broke as Randall M Rueff, financially speaking. So that's all things considered. I'm pretty blessed. I mean, I've got food to eat, a place to sleep, it's warm. Thanks to my mom and the Lord up above, so I can't complain too much. It's just, I want to get out of this house. I want to have my own house. I want to be able to do things and make things, and I don't have the resources to do it. I have all these ideas that can make the world a better place, and it's just like I don't have the money to do it, and it would be nice to have the money and the resources to do things. And it's so annoying when you get an idea and you're like, it's in your head and you're like, I want to do it, I know how to do it, it's just, but you can't do it because you don't have the money or the resources. It's annoying, it's frustrating, it drives you crazy to some degree. And so that's why I'm hoping to win either 15 million or 122 million with these two tickets. Again, there they are. Okay, so it's not because I love money and I want to have a lot of money. I mean, I'll have to admit, that's part of it. But it's not, the reason I want the money is not so I can, go around, ooh, I've got a lot of money. That's not what it's about. It's about being able to, for one thing, get out of this room and do stuff. And there's things I want to do that's fun that I want to do. And there's things I guess what you would call a career or professionally that I want to do, and I can't do because I don't have the money and the resources. And to me, that's what it's about. It's about being able to, one, have fun and do things that are fun. Two, being able to make things and add things that will help other people. And I can enjoy making something I can be proud of. That I said, ooh, look, I came up with this idea. I got the resources, and I made something that's going to not only enjoy doing, but it's going to, in some ways, going to help other people. But it's like, and more to the fact is, on that end, it's like I get these ideas, and I know I can do it. I have these. I mean, it's like it would be nice if I could do these ideas. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have the inspiration to do it. I feel like there's got to be a reason I have all this inspiration to do it. I mean, I keep my journal book here. I write down a lot of my ideas for inventions and devices and things. But that's all I can do is write them down, describe them, talk about them, um, illustrate them with my with my limited artistic ability when it comes to actually physically drawing things. Um, I write them down in the book, but I want to do more than just writing in a book that nobody sees. Granted, in time I might scan the book and put it online and do things like that, but right now it's just in a book, and I want to be able to do more than that. I think it's good that I write it down, but right now it's just me, the book, and nobody else sees it right now. So, I mean, I want to be able to do more than just write it down, but I want to be able to make it, have other people see it and use it and like it and enjoy it. And plus, these things these ideas, I think I would enjoy doing them. You know what I'm saying? The process of, ooh, this one doesn't work, so let's change it this way. And if that one doesn't work, we make an improvement this way. And I mean, that process seems fun to me, or I think would be enjoyable. But it's annoying that I get all these ideas in my head, and it's like, I can't do anything about it. All I can do is write it in the book. So again, nothing wrong with writing in the book. It's just, I want to develop them and see things progress, and it's annoying, and it's frustrating when you don't have the resources, you don't have the money. I'll say this till the day I die. I feel like Steve Wozniak without Steve Jobs. Now, not to say I'm as smart as Steve Wozniak or Steve Jobs, but my point is, Steve Wozniak was the guy that designed the computers, designed the circuits. And Steve Jobs was the one that sold everything. Well, I don't claim to be as smart as Steve Wozniak by a long shot. But, having said that, I feel like I'm the guy with the ideas. And because I don't have any idea of the business side of it, I need somebody to do that. And I don't have that person, whoever it would be, that knows the business, knows the money side, knows how to. I can put stuff on YouTube and Facebook and Flickr, but who's going to see it, I'm not sure, really, unless, how am I going to get people to see that stuff? I don't know. I can put it on the internet, and if you type up Randall M Rueff, okay, take for example the arrow. I got the idea for the arrow, the new improved, bow and arrow kind of thing. I got some drawings on there, but until somebody looks it up, it's like, it's just sitting there. And I mean, there's so much information out there nowadays, unless you really, very seldom are the chance that it's just somebody's just going to look it up by accident, unless they're really looking for it. And so my problem is I don't know how to get people to look at what I'm doing. Now, granted, not all it's worthy of when it comes to YouTube. Obviously, it's not all worthy of that attention, but some of it is, I think. And but the problem is right now, like I said, it's just I don't know how to get people to go to my stuff. I have ideas on how to get them to the stuff, and I've got ideas if I had a lot of money, how I could get people to get my attention. But again, that goes back to I don't have the money. So I'm hoping these tickets will help me get that. I mean, I know. Let's be realistic. If Lord above doesn't want me to have this money, I'm not going to get it. I mean, that's just a fact of reality. If the Lord God above says or has a plan that I should do certain things, or one of my things should be, or several things, or if He wants me to have take that path, I'm going to have that path. If not, I'm not. I mean, it's just, my point of view is when it comes to lottery tickets, it's just, I don't spend a lot of money. Well, it's not like I spend a lot. I spend $2, $3, or maybe $4. Usually about $4. I buy a Powerball, which is $2, and then a Hoosier and a Magnet, which is $1 each. And I usually don't get any extras on the tickets, so it's like $4 twice a week. So that's about how much I spend, if I have the money, which normally I don't always have the money to. So that's the most I spend usually, plus a stamp to mail them in. But what do I say? There's a lot of things I'd like to do, things that are just simply fun, Some things are completely just for the sake of being fun. I want to do things. I got ideas for videos I would like to make for YouTube just for fun. Others that would be instructional and helpful. Others that would lead people to Christ, and that would other videos that would inspire Christians, and some that would be just for fun. There's with my photography, there's a lot of things I would do just to do for fun because I enjoy photography, and there's a lot of videos I would like to make simply for fun because I enjoy that. It's something I enjoy as a pastime. And right now I can't. I mean, I make videos, but it's it's a lot more interesting from a video standpoint if you can talk about a new camera and have the camera, as compared to me who doesn't have a lot of money, can't buy the new cameras. Or talk about a camera I don't have. I can show pictures of it and talk about it, or I can show, illustrations or whatever. But if I have the camera that I want and I can talk about it and show people how it works and do things and do some creative stuff, that's fun, and that's the kind of thing I like to do on the side, or a lot actually. But I can't do it because I don't have the camera. All I can do is show the illustrations and say, "Ooh, it's got this feature, and it's got this feature," and talk about it. I can't show it, and it would be nice, plus the video would be more interesting if I could show it. What else? So I've got lots of ideas about videos and things I'd like to do, photography things I'd like to do, things in Christianity where I can help spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. There's things I'd like to do, plus inspirational music. I would love to do music videos, maybe not complex music videos, but simple music videos, because to make a good music, where it sounds good and praises the Lord, you don't have to do a lot nowadays. It's not that hard. You just have to have people that can sing and musicians that can do their thing. And, so it's not that hard. You could make it real hard, make it real complex, but you don't have to. And I would like to do things like that on the simpler end, where it sounds good, it's done well, it's done professional, but it doesn't have to be real complicated, but yet you can still get the message across that the song is trying to get across, whether it's something inspirational in Christianity, or it's about Jesus, learning about Jesus or God, or whether it's about the gospel of Jesus or his message or his different parts of his gospel. There's just a lot I'd like to do. And one of the things I don't like about Christian television today is that they're always asking for money. And I always thought, wouldn't it be nice if I had the money, or you had the money, and you didn't have to worry about the funding? I understand that when you have a professional TV station or program, it takes a lot of money to get it done. Not only to do it, but to put it on air, so they need that money. But I just thought it would be neat, where it would be nice to be able to do it without needing money from outside people. It's just, anyway, there's that happening. And there's things, so I've talked about inventions I want to make, fun time, Christian things. There's just, plus, I'll be honest, I would like to buy my own house. I would like to buy, not that I'm unappreciative to Mother for letting me live here, but I'd like to have my own house, my own property, someplace I can call my own. I'll admit, that's part of it. There's no doubt about it. I want to have my own place, and to have it paid off where I'm not worrying about debts or bills, or as far as paying on the property you own. That's something I really want, as do most people. I also want to be able to, I would like to make myself, from an environmental standpoint, what do they call it, where you have no effect on the environment. Well, I definitely make my house green, as they say, green, where I can put solar panels and wind turbines, the small, not the big wind turbine, but the smaller ones are about 10, 15 inches, so I can generate my own electricity, or at least if I don't generate all my electricity by solar and wind, I could have a huge chunk of it generated. So that's something I'd like to do if I can afford a house, add those features and things like that. There's just a lot of things I'd like to be able to do in my life that I can't do right now. And one of the problems I've had in my life is the fact that, because I hear this all the time, well, why don't you get a job? Or why don't you get your real job? And people who know I do wedding photography from time to time, they're like, well, why don't you get a real job and full-time job? It's either get a job or get a full-time job. That's the two things I hear all the time. And the fact of the matter is, I have a bad back. I have serious pain with this back, or because of the back. And when I was working full-time, it bothered me all the time. And the truth of the matter is, it came down to, I went to a doctor one time, after not my regular doctor, but there was a doctor when I applied for, I guess you call it Social Security, Medicare, whatever, to get on disability. That's what it is. When I tried to get on disability, I'm trying to get a word for it. And they saw my x-rays, and I can tell you a whole story about that. But anyway, I said to him, something about, the guy took my x-rays. I said something about, well, I'm applying for disability, this is blah, blah, blah. Because this was the place where the disability office said, go to get your medical exam and your x-rays, blah, blah, blah. So they told me the place where to go, in town, local. And after the guy did the x-rays, I was like, because he said the x-rays looked good. As far as the way the doctor did the procedure, and the way the equipment he used, and the procedure was very successful. But I told him I still had pain, and he said, or his general statement was, well, there's two things I remember about that. Well, it basically was that didn't matter. It was his first part of it. He says, from trying to get a disability, what matters is the fact that the surgeon who did my operation did what he was supposed to do. And he did it very well. I'm not disputing that. But he said, because the surgeon did what he was supposed to do and did it well, it made my chances of getting disability that much harder, because I don't have it's not like he screwed up and did something wrong and left a sponge in or left some instrument, attached that's still inside. No, he did a good job. He did a professional job and did what he was supposed to do. So that didn't help my case. That's one thing I remember from that incident. The second thing is the pain thing. I said, you know what? I talked to this doctor who I'd never seen before, and I'll probably never see again. Unless I try to get disability someday or something. I don't know. That's why I'd like to get this, so I don't have to get disability. But anyway, one of my questions with him was, or statements to him was, well, I'm still in pain every day. I said, every day of my life, I'm in pain. And he says, yeah, he says, I don't doubt it. But he said, you know what? He told me, he says, you know what, there's the problem, or how do I say this? He told me that there were two solutions. He said, no, neither one of them is one you're going to like. He says, you can, well, this is how I put it. You can either live with it and not do anything. You can either take or do some minor drugs like Tylenol or ibuprofen. It's an ibuprofen, I think it's. He says that will delete some of your pain temporarily, or you can become a drug addict and take the good stuff. But he says, so basically it's either live with the pain, take some over-the-counter stuff, and get rid of some of the pain, or get rid of all the pain. But due to the kind of medicine you would have to take to get rid of all the pain, you'll become a drug addict. Literally, basically that's what he was saying. So it's either, live with the pain, take some over-the-counter stuff, and get rid of part of the pain, or 3, take the real powerful stuff and become addicted to drugs. So those are my 3 options, basically. And that's what he said. So it's like, I take Tylenol with acetaminophen when it gets real bad. I try not to take it if I don't have to. I have had like several instances where, like for example, a couple weeks ago when I had my tooth pulled, and they gave me the good stuff, as I call it, the hydrocodone, and it does. I mean, it completely. I mean, I can go down and lay down, or I can take that medicine, the hydrocodone, and take the amount that they prescribed, the doctor, and it will. It not only got rid of my tooth pain for them temporarily, but it killed all my back pain. I mean, literally gone. But I'm well aware of the fact that if I continued to take that medicine on a regular basis, there's no doubt I would be addicted to it. I mean, if I took that week after week after week, there's no doubt I would be addicted to it. I mean, that's why they only give you so much at a time. For example, I've got a thing where I can get one more prescription. I can get that. I used all the pain medicine, and I've got a thing where I can take that bottle in and get us have it refilled one more time. But you can't do that with a second. I can't refill it a second time. To refill it a second time, I would have to go in to a doctor and say, "Hey, I need some more pain medicine," which, one, I can't afford to do, and two, I would have to have a legitimate cause for that pain medicine. And going in to the back just doesn't do it. So, my point is, I do the best I can without the Tylenol, and then when I absolutely need it, I do use the Tylenol. I mean, that's, for the most part, that's what I do. And is it annoying? Yes. Do I go to bed every night in pain? Yes. Do I wake up every morning in pain? Yes. Do I live every day in pain? Yes. But it's the best I can do. But because of this pain, there's a lot of jobs I've lost. Because back when I was welding, I mean, I heard the same thing all the time. It was because of my back pain. You're an excellent welder, but you're just not fast. I heard this at numerous jobs. You're an excellent welder, but you're not fast. And the reason I wasn't fast is because I had the back pain. And this was before, of course, before I had the surgery to straighten out my spine. But after I had my surgery, I didn't even want to go back to those welding jobs, to be honest. I mean, I did a few welding jobs after I had my surgery, about a year or so after. But it was like, I knew, I'm not to say I'm never going to weld again, because I enjoyed welding. But to do a job where you're welding and doing a lot of heavy lifting, that's just not something I can do anymore, just without a serious amount of Tylenol. Now, I taught welding for several years with the rods, and for the most part, there wasn't very much heavy lifting, so it wasn't that bad. I took Tylenol a bunch, lunchtime and stuff, to help get rid of the pain, but it wasn't too bad. So, that's a little backstory on that. So that's a little bit, I guess I kind of got off on a tangent there, but that's the story of my life. I'm hoping to win these tickets, that these tickets win. One of them or both of them, or one would be fine. 15 million would be great, 122 million would be awesome. But you know what, even if I only won 100,000 or 1 million, that would be awesome too. I could do a lot of things with $1 million after taxes. I mean, I could buy a new computer, new camera equipment, and start doing videos and photography stuff that I'd like to be doing. Whether it's just for fun, or it's other things, or it's professional, or Christian, or just there's a lot of different things I could do. And what I'm going to be able to do and how I'm going to be able to do it I'll admit, it's going to depend on if I won some money, or I come into some money, and then how much. Obviously, if I win, a lot of money, that solves a lot of that problem. If I win lesser money, that's, I can do less, So it just, it would depend on how much I won, and, So that's my life as it is right now. Again, it's now Monday, 2:32 in the morning on Monday, February the 10th, 2014 AD. I am Randall M. Rueff here at the home office, as you want to say, in Taylorsville, Indiana. Until next time, thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless you. And keep in mind, I'll leave on a final note, even if I don't win this, someday when I'm dead, I'll be in heaven with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So whether I win this or not, eventually, I get to go to heaven. If I win this, I eventually get to go to heaven. If I don't win it, guess what? I eventually get to go to heaven. And that'll be a day when my back doesn't bother me, and that'll be an awesome day. I'm looking forward to it. Until then, I'm trying to do my best to alleviate my boredom and help other people and do things that are fun and creative and productive and help other people. And I just wish you'd say a prayer for me and all the others like me. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Good night. Until next time, I'm Randall M. Rueff. See you.